new episode of Carolina Sports Talk starts now.
Can y'all feel that? Can you feel that thing that's oozing out your doggone hands? That thing is beating your doggone chest right now. Can you feel that?
Welcome back to another episode of Carolina Sports Talk. It's your main man, Big Cliff. As always, thank you for tuning in on your favorite podcast app. Next time, tell your smart speaker, play Carolina Sports Talk. You can hit us up on the Carolina Sports Talk line, Cliff at carolinasportstalk.net, or on social media, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that. We out here, man. Let's get it at Carolina Sports Talk. As always, welcome in my main man and yours, DJ High Star in the building. My dog.
Yeah.
What's happening with you, brother?
What's good? Chilling.
Right here, chilling. Now, we are broadcasting tonight live from Dope Digital's studios in the heart of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we are joined by none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Dope Digital's in the building. My dog. What's happening with you, brother? How you doing?
I can't complain, man. How you feeling?
Doing good, bro. So we are excited to have you here with us, man. First of all, got some good reception from you last week. A lot of folks enjoyed some of your takes and your comments. How was it, guys, listen back to yourself on the show for the first time, bro?
It wasn't bad, man. You know, I had a good time. Appreciate y'all. It's always a good time anytime we get to chop it up. So
already. Hi, Star. What you been up to the last week, man?
Yeah, man. It's just busy. Got back from Charleston. Hanging out down there this weekend, and then just preparing for the holidays and stuff like that, for the 4th, everything this weekend coming up with the DJ. So it's just been busy.
Got to give you another huge shout out, man. After killing it on Juneteenth, we talked about it. You went out there to Clinton on last Saturday, man, in that sweltering heat, and did your thing out there too, bro. So we appreciate you. Shout out to my dog.
Sure.
It's your favorite DJ's favorite DJ. Stop playing with him. DJ High Star in the building, man. But before we move forward, fellas, I got 2 questions for you I want to wrap and talk about. And we appreciate everybody joining on social media. Make sure whatever platform you are hitting us up on, you are being an active participant in the chat. Let us know what your thoughts are, and we'll jump in and share some of those throughout. So that being said, you just mentioned it, the 4th of July. I know that some people, as they are beginning to celebrate Juneteenth a little bit more. There's some folks who don't necessarily want to and feel like you should celebrate both. Where do you guys stand on that? I'll start with you, High Star. Are you a Juneteenth over 4th of July? Or are you rocking with both? Where you at it?
I'm taking the day off for both, but you know, it can get down in a nasty rabbit hole if you speak with me about the commercialization and stuff and the capitalism that's associated with Juneteenth, and who is behind defining that culture and the different symbols and stuff that, you know, are indicative of that holiday. Who's in charge of saying that, okay, these are the official, you know, logos and things and stuff like that. You know, I came to that conclusion whenever I saw like some broken chains, broken shackles. With that being said, though, either day that I'm getting paid and have the day off.
That's a day for you.
Yeah.
Now, with that, Dope Digitals, where you stand on it? Are you rocking with Juneteenth, or you a 4th of July man, or you both?
I'm gonna say both. You know, I don't want to be called Hedgie Murphy again, but yeah, no. I mean, Juneteenth, you gotta, you know, in my opinion, celebrate that now that it's become a national holiday, and you know everybody's celebrating. I don't have a problem with it. I think we need to come to a consensus as a people as far as what we want to see celebrated on that day. Maybe a little more structure to it. But as far as, July 4th, we in America, do it up. Just know exactly what's going on that holiday. Don't let the celebration and the fireworks overlook exactly what went on.
I'm glad you said that. And that takes me to my complete stance. I am Juneteenth over everything. And for the exact reason of fireworks. I'm so sick of fireworks. The last several years, I don't know what it was about COVID and folks, and I don't know if they were just stockpiling during COVID, but it feels like these last 2 years more than any, people be like starting to shoot on like June 27th. And it's just pew, 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 pew. I came across something on Instagram last night that was a reel talking just about that. And as I looked at the time and was reading it, they were busting them out there last night. I'm like, yo, this is July 2nd, bro. Why are y'all shooting consistently? And on the 4th itself, they'll probably start like 5 o'clock, knowing that it's bright sun shining. Like, what are you doing with the fireworks other than making noise and just, blowing stuff up? And they will not stop until 2, 3 in the morning. So I'm like, yo, I'm over it, bruh. So I'm Juneteenth over everything. You know what I'm saying? We ain't free. None of us free till we all free out here.
Well, I can recall doing we were virtual, and I contributed to Rock Hill's Juneteenth celebration. That's kind of where the relationship started. And then a year when we came back, I did like a stand-up set with regards to Juneteenth, and I started talking about a lot of that stuff. But I agree. It's Juneteenth overall because of the purpose behind it and stuff like that for me, but still yet any holidays right now that
you ain't got to work and get paid.
Well, no. Any holidays that Target, Walmart can roll out and order stuff from their distribution center to get sent in, and they selling stuff and they're profiting more than we are, then I always kind of give a little side eye, like, okay.
But it's all of them. Burger King had a sign that said, "It's the Juneteenth for me." And I really wanted to take it down here and rip it up, bro. Like, because why is that what y'all spending your money on to try to make us spend our money with y'all? It's crazy. It is crazy to me. But only thing more crazy than that is the dream that I had to awaken. If you joined us last week on Carolina Sports Talk, this is Carolina Sports Talk. It's your man, Big Cliff, sitting in with DJ High Star and my guy, Dope Digitals, representing with Upward Hoops. The only thing more scary than that and more crazy than that is the fact that after last week's draft, we broadcasted during round 1. Round 2 came the next night, and the Los Angeles Lakers drafted LeBron James Jr., better known as Bronny.
Let them know how you found out.
Why? How did I find out about it, DJ High Star?
I'm not even smiling, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no. Well, really, Dope Digitals, he alerted me, told me, and were you at work?
I think I was working at the time.
Yeah, and I called you.
Yeah, because I think,
or maybe I was at the shed. It was later on in the day, but nevertheless, yeah, you were. I called you, and
I thought it was a joke.
Pretty much, because I wouldn't even. I said, like, "What? Are you okay?" I just was alluding to, "Yo, you okay?" And did you hear the news? And you literally didn't hear about it.
I had not heard about it. No.
Golden.
You enjoyed that opportunity, didn't you?
Amber and golden, like the lighting on me right now. Golden. That was a golden moment. I loved it.
Nonetheless, the Los Angeles Lakers have drafted LeBron's son, Bronny.
LeBron Lakers.
I don't even want to talk more basketball. Y'all got it. Go ahead, man.
Nah, bro, go ahead, please. I want to hear your Bronny story, the Chad.
Nah, I shared it with you yesterday off air, but there was a preacher online. I don't know if you had a chance to catch this, Dope Digitals. But he was saying, some of y'all out here, y'all think that job you got is because of what you've done. It's because of your father. And I was like, oh, I see where he's going.
I missed that.
Yeah. And he proceeded to talk about how favor ain't fair, and no, people can be upset with you, but tell them to go talk to your daddy. And at the end of the day, people can be upset that LeBron James Jr., who probably should not have been drafted at all, has signed a 4-year, $7.9 million deal to be a G League contributor for the Los Angeles Lakers. We'll start with you, Dope Digitals. What are your thoughts on the Lakers signing him and then ultimately LeBron re up for 2 more additional years at $104 million?
Black excellence.
I
love it. And wait, that's your, and I just want to be clear, that's your opinion that Bronny should not have been drafted. Is that what you said?
It absolutely is my opinion. You disagree?
I completely 1,000% disagree.
Hold that thought. I want to come right back to you.
Okay.
High Star, what are your thoughts on the Los Angeles Lakers other than being ecstatic that you knew it was going to upset me? What are your thoughts about LeBron James Jr. being drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers?
Yo, do you have 50 right there?
You already.
So essentially, the Los Angeles Lakers agreed with LeBron James to $112 million contract. That's all they did. That's all they did. What? Are you serious? Yeah. I'm a really show you the separation just in case you was confused and everything. Yeah, you got drafted and stuff. Yeah, that was cute. You're gonna get 10%. And your dad's is like a 2-year deal. You know what I'm saying? So it's 50 M's. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, get your feet wet. You know what I mean? You already done had the NIL money and all of that. So get your feet wet and do what you got to.
It's your money, it's my money, punk.
But hoop, yeah. It's essentially working out a deal with LeBron. Like, you know, you got a budget for certain things. Like if you got a big event, they're like, yeah, all right, we got 115 for LeBron. Definitely. All right, let's just put that to the side. And as they negotiated with Rich, it's like, well, what about 2 years at 106? Or, you know what I mean?
That's exactly what it was. And it's crazy to me because I want to come back to your point. You say that you disagree, Dope Digitals, that he should have been drafted. What do you base that on?
I base it off of, and I hear a lot of people, you know, discussing the draft and their issue with Bronny being drafted, but he's talented for one. He has a specific skill, multiple skills that are going to translate to the NBA. Now, you know, as far as being drafted, it was 55th. Like it'd be different if he was the, you know, lottery pick, top 10, top 12. Okay, I could see an issue with that. But second round, 55th pick, there's no, and again, he's a knockdown shooter. I think that's what people are. What is this sigh? He's a great shooter.
He's a decent shooter.
Decent?
He's not knocked down.
He's not knocked down.
Sure, a knockdown shooter.
Bro, are you
when he plays shoot around with his dad and Bryce?
Right.
No.
Have you watched
games?
No, and see, that's why I got to
the highlights.
Right, in all of the highlights, he's gonna be knocked down.
Get 3 out of 20 attempts.
But that's what I'm saying. No. I will say that he has worked hard at his craft. I do also know that there are several reasons on why a team could have and should have taken a flyer at him. The genetics on who his dad is. I get it. We know that doesn't always pan out, a la Marcus Jordan. But on the flip side of that, he's had access to some of the most world-class, best training ever in the history for any high schooler, period. At this point, I'm willing to say, just because of the money that his dad puts into his body, his treatment, his, you know, saying training, all of those things to be a beneficiary of that. And he's still just good.
Right. But what's wrong with just being good? Like, again, I can't think of who was a player that was drafted after him that the Lakers should have drafted in that position. Again, him being what I see, a knockdown 3-point shooter when he's open. He doesn't jack shots and take bad shots. I think is like he wasn't out there trying to score 20 every game, and maybe he wasn't talented enough to do that. That's fine, but that doesn't mean he can't be the 10th, 11th, 12th man to come and give good minutes off the bench when they need somebody to hit a shot, or they need somebody to, you know, play defense against the other team, 6-man, or, you know, whatever he'll be doing. I don't see a problem with that. And yes, definitely because his dad is who he is, he gets drafted there. Probably will end up in the G League, but I see Bronny James having a NBA career of some value. Maybe he does go to the G League for a couple of years, but his work ethic and the skills that he has, if he grows another inch or two, it's an issue. Like,
some argue that his teammate should have got drafted before him. That went undrafted.
Is his teammate a knockdown shooter? Is he a better shooter than Bronny?
He had better season stats.
Yes.
I'm not saying. So you're saying because
again, some of his skills just don't translate to the NBA the way somebody who can shoot and play defense, guard the other team's, maybe second best guard, right? Like these are specific things that, in my opinion, give Bronny all the, and it's not just me. I've heard, I'm listening to these podcasts like Gil's Arena. Shout out to the 520 podcast, Teague's podcast. That's what they said as well. Like, Bronny's going to fit perfectly in the league. He'll be somebody that can come in, give minutes, hit a shot when he needs to, play D. He's not going to be a liability on defense. I have no issue. And of course, because it's LeBron's son, it looks like it's a play there. I'm sure LeBron wants that, but the best player in the world. Like, yeah, he could draft his son.
And from that component alone, I'm good with it. Because it's LeBron James and he black man excellence, all that good stuff. I'm not mad. The nepotism, I mean, it is what it is. And even to your point, High Star, that money, they probably would have given that to LeBron if he had asked for it. So it don't really cost them.
Wait, how much did he get?
He got $7.9 million for 4 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's a regular job in Los Angeles.
Yo, that's crazy.
4 years, $7.9
million. Still shout out, definitely.
Yeah.
You still got to go through your rookie deals and improve yourself and stuff like that. So shout out to him with all of that. But it's kind of a non-issue for me because you make the bed.
Mm-hmm.
And then when the season comes, we just see how everything plays out, So it's a great moment right now for the whole NBA as a whole, marketing wise, of course, and around the draft. That nobody's talking about the 17 French players that went, in the top or whatnot. But it is better than a Lonzo situation getting pressured into. Because the noise outside, I don't think Lonzo was the best player in that draft.
Did you peep Kev on Stage, his post? So he went and I think it was Kev on Stage. Forgive me if I'm getting that wrong, but he went and found the past like maybe 15 players that were drafted 55th. And he said, I'm gonna keep going until I find somebody who I even recognize their name. And it was a minute. I think it was the Australian dude, the point guard, Patty Mills was, but it was that long ago to where it was anybody even recognizable. So do I think it's possible that Bronny could have a bigger impact than these guys that we saw a picture of them, we wouldn't even know who they are? Yeah, it's possible. So we'll see. Time will tell.
Absolutely. But the free agency repercussions after the completion of the draft just went nuts. Free agency, as we'll call this week's episode, the frenzy thereof was kicked off by Paul George to the Sixers. You want to talk to folks a little bit more about that, High Star?
Yeah, I'm not all the way up on what the contract details of it was, but yeah, Paul George packed up his things, left Los Angeles, headed across country to Philadelphia, out there for them to begin to trust the new process. I guess it's not a bad big three that they have with Maxey, George, and Embiid. I think Paul George still wants to compete in his career, and I wanted you guys' thoughts on the failed experiment in Los Angeles, or was it was it a failed experiment?
To me, yes, but I knew it was going to be, and I put that root on that boy. Let me not say that. Yeah, for real. I said when Paul George, when he got to Oklahoma City, no, this is where I'm staying. This is what I want to do. Woo, woo, woo. And then he sold out on his boys and slid out on Russ. I was like, yeah, no, he's a buster. And then when he did so and came to LA and not the Lakers, upon which he had communicated that's where he wanted to be, it said, until you do right by me. Like, I already knew it was going to be what it was with him. So I think as a whole, the biggest thing that has hindered them to this point is that Kawhi has not been the same Kawhi since he left Toronto. Health has been the key indicator for that. But I think it is ultimately based on him. Paul George has been balling, when he's healthy, pause. But at the end of the day, I knew it was going to fail simply because I ain't here like Buddy and I ain't here no win.
Dope Digitals, I want to hear your answer as well. And then I want to hear from both of y'all if the Clippers in some way have been strengthened by this move.
Addition by subtraction. I see.
I like that. I don't. I believe with Paul George, I think he'll be a good addition to the, to them over there, the 76ers, but I don't think it'll be enough. I think